So they will offer you whatever it is that they have. If it means that they're going to make you comfortable by sitting in their sofa that is covered in dog hair or cat hair, or it's just like so messy, then definitely they're still going to be offering. And these are people that are usually kind-hearted. So one thing I realize about a lot of the patients that I visit, a lot of them, sometimes their place is not in the best looking condition. You know, they might not have the best sofas for you to sit on. You might not have the best smelling room to sit in. You know, the carpet might not be the cleanest. But one thing I'm going to tell you and just be honest about is when I go see these patients, these are the ones that are telling me, I'm going to get a chair for you. These are the ones that are offering to get you a cup of coffee, some water. So they always say looks can be very deceiving, and I know that looks can be very deceiving, because sometimes you'll be expecting some persons, when you go to their homes, I'm expecting for them to get you a chair so you can actually sit, or they offer you something. Not saying that I'm looking for anything, but I'm just saying sometimes the sun can be very hot and you go in there to visit them and they don't even say, oh, here's a bottle of water. You understand? And these individuals who we would normally say don't have anything, these are the ones that are thinking about you, the person who is coming to visit them. I went to an adult daycare facility to see a patient, and the gentleman was in the 70s. So I'm outside, everybody was smoking, went inside, got to a section. He pulled out my chair and I put my bag down and I said thank you. And then they were passing with their meals because it was meal time, and he got his container and then he asked the server for another plate. So I was there wondering, what is he going to be doing? Then he opened his lunchbox and then he was like sharing out his food. So I wasn't really thinking that this gentleman is sharing out a meal for me. So he was there sharing out, and then he pushed over the plate and said, that's for you, nurse. And I'm like, oh, I am so sorry. I said, thank you so much for thinking about me. Thank you so much for thinking about me. But, you know, I have lunch in my bag already. I really do appreciate you taking the time out. The thought. So I'm just saying, it's a thought that counts a lot of times, that a lot of people don't really understand. That is what I appreciate in life. It's not about, you know, the big things. It's a thought that counts in whatever we're doing. So this gentleman is homeless. He's at a shelter. He's at an adult daycare center. And he doesn't have it. But yet still, he found the time to get another plate, share out the food, and be giving me a portion of his. So, you know, so these are the little things in life that we must learn to appreciate. Sometimes we see persons in some situations, not all of them bad, not all of them wanted to be in the situations that they're in. Not all of them had imagined themselves being poor or not having it on a daily basis. Not all of them imagine not being in their home anymore. You understand? I have to be relying on other persons. Some of these persons are very kind-hearted, and it's important for us to remember that we need to treat people well. We need to remember that we need to treat people well. All right? That's the least we can do sometimes in life. Treat people well, because they don't know at what point. Because what if they're really hungry? But I have to stay and eat the man's food. You understand? I would have to just eat the gentleman's food. Because if I am hungry and I am passing and somebody offer me something, I'm going to take it. I'm just saying, if that was the case and I was really hungry, that gentleman would have given me food to fill my belly while I'm there seeing him. Alright, so regardless of where you go to visit your patients, regardless of who we come in contact with, always be kind to them. And remember, you know, not everybody out there is a bad person. Not everybody out there had a dream of the life that they're currently living. You understand? So just remember that you have good persons out there. But I just wanted to kind of take the time out to talk about it. Well, I went in and saw the patient, and I tell her that This patient house, every time I go there, is like dog hair left, right, and center. The sofa is like covered in dog hair, and I can smell, the dog, the smell from the dog. Like it's just covered all over in the place. But yet still, this lady, she was making coffee. She's like, "Do you want a hot cup of coffee?" And I'm like, "No, thank you. I really do appreciate it." You understand? Even though their places might not be, spick and span, and it might not be up to our standard, these are some of the individuals who still do care about us and appreciate us taking the time out to come and see them. So they will offer you whatever it is that they have. If it means that they're going to make you comfortable by sitting in their sofa that is covered in dog hair or cat hair, or it's just like so messy, then definitely they're still going to be offering. And these are people that are usually kind-hearted. So just remember that not everybody out there living in certain situation is bad, as sometimes we probably just think that, they're up to no good, or they're on crack, or they're on drugs. But at the same time, we judge them, and we kind of distance ourselves with them sometimes. All right, these are kind people as well. All right, I'm gonna go in and see a patient who did not confirm the appointment, but I did leave my message to say that whenever I'm in the area, I'll definitely stop by, so they kind of get used to me by now. All right, then I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.